僕はヘド博士の最高傑作。そしてスーパーヒーローだ。私の邪魔をするというのなら受けて立とう。私こそがスーパーヒーローだ。
Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. Today we're going to take a look at Gamma 1. I want to do a 200% level 10 Link video. I'm going to do 3 in a row today. We're going to start with Gamma 1, then we're going to look at Gamma 2, and then we're going to look at Gamma 1's SSR, right? Get all this content up. You know, global players, these guys are coming out in only a couple of days for you guys. I do think both Gamma 1 and 2 are ridiculously uber powerful. Now, my Gamma 1 is like so. He's in slot 7. I wanted to get the intro in here right at the start. I'm going to skip ahead till next rotation where we have Gamma 1 and 2 together, on rotation together, sharing 6 out of 7 links. And we'll start talking about how dominant Gamma 1 is. Alright guys, so here we are on rotation with our boy Gamma 2. Or excuse me, Gamma 1 right here. So right away, his link set, right? We have Android Assault, Cold Judgment, Red Ribbon Army, Shocking Speed, Hero of Justice, Signature Pose, and Fierce Battle. So, I mean, honestly, a lot of his links are not really the greatest, but of course with Gamma 2, we will share 6 out of 7. He will share, like, Red Ribbon Army with, like, int androids 19 and 20, right? If we're going to run Gamma 1 on Gamma 2's team, you can run a full android setup. Gamma 1 and 2 work great with the other android characters, right? Because Android Assault, 2-key, 20% defense. Red Ribbon Army, 10% attack and defense. Shocking Speed, which a lot of android characters might have, 2-key, 5% defense, right? So it's like Gamma 2, or Gamma 1 and 2 are able to get a lot of defensive links from some of these characters. Now, Gamma 1's link set, I think, is slightly better than Gamma 2's, because we do have Cold Judgment. Gamma 2 has Innocence, which, you know, with, like, you know, I don't know, Kid Gohan cards, or Pans, or, I guess the Dokkan Fest Kid Goku, who we would run on the Movie Hero team along with these Gammas, for sure, you could. But Cold Judgment is going to really help, I think, enable Gamma 1 to look ridiculous. So remember, the thing with Gamma 1 is that he does want to build up here. Every attack Gamma 1 receives, he gets 20% attack and defense, and then he gets a 10% damage reduction buff up to 50%. So he receives 5 attacks, and he gets an extra 100% to stats, and then 50% damage reduction. After we fully do that, he also gets a medium chance to crit for the rest of the battle. He's guarding for the first 4 turns. Overall, I've found Gamma 1 to just be ridiculous. I do think Gamma 1 is the #1 TUR. Now remember, this is our first rotation with him in this fight, so Gamma 1 will guard for the next 4 turns. So this turn and next turn, he is guarding. There's the additional super attack. Notice the damage. The damage that Gamma 1 can output for a character with 50% damage reduction and guard, and a lot of turns he's rocking 400, 500, 600k defense is just absurd. Again, I do personally think Gamma 1 is the strongest TUR. It feels to me like all 3 of the most recent Dokkan Festival exclusive TURs that all dropped in October, Kid Goku, and then Gamma 1 and Gamma 2, all 3 of them feel like on a level above. Ginyu is great, Pan is strong, Majin Vegeta is good, right? But to me, the Gammas just feel, and Kid Goku, the Gammas and Kid Goku, to me, feel a step above, a level above these, you know, the recent TURs of this year, which is crazy. It is crazy to think about, right? Ginyu was so good, and I don't know that Ginyu can compete with just the power that these 3 Dokkan Fest exclusives that have come out this month in October, right? It's crazy. Like, we've had 3 Dokkan Fest exclusives in almost like a 2-week span for JP, like, right? And it's just like they're all just so ridiculous, so crazy. They're all movie hero characters, right? Remember that Gamma 1's leader skill? He leads movie hero and artificial life form, 3-key and 170% of stats. And then the extra 30% is for accelerated battle and worthy rival characters. So there are some good characters who could get that. Okay, so damn, this Gamma 1 starting out in slot 7 just kind of nailed it, that we're not really going to be able to see Gamma 1 fully built up in this. I'm in the most recent Infinite Dragon Ball History stage, what happens with the Gammas is that, especially if they're like rainbowed like this, it becomes very difficult to like build both up a lot of times, right? Like Gamma 2 builds up by attacking, and then Gamma 1 builds up by being hit. But they both just start to hit so hard. They're so ridiculous together. That shit just gets very crazy. So this is Gamma 1 with all 7 links activated right here. I guess let's put Gamma 1 in slot 1, but like that's going to be death right there. And for sure, so we're going to get a little bit of extra support as well. But like just the way the rotations are going, we're not getting the hits on Gamma 1. Again, it can be kind of tough. The dodge, nice. Yeah, that's I gave my Gamma 2 dodge for that exact reason right there. Yeah, dodge a super attack. That's exactly why he's got it. This is probably going to kill the Gohan and Krillin, will it? Will he just one-shot them? Okay, no crit. That's good. Okay, additional. Ooh, perfect. Okay, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, so 9.54 for Gamma 1. Remember that Gamma 1 gets 30% attack and defense on his super attack effect? So defensively, he will be much stronger after he supers. Okay, there for one more. Now he's fully built up. Perfect. Okay, that's actually great. So now we have Gamma 1 fully built up. I think, is Goku and Vegeta's transformation going to play right here? I'll play it if it does. Is it? No. Okay. Oh, wow. What? What are they, like, one hit off or something? I swore that should have played right there. Again, they just have such a ludicrous condition, right? Goku and Vegeta, their condition should not be as hard as it is, this LR Goku and Vegeta. All right, so on this next turn, we're basically going to have the rotation I want for Gamma 1. Wow, okay, this ended up turning into an easy video recording session for me. So we have Gamma 1 fully built up, right? He's received his 5 hits. His attack, defense, it's all fully built up. His damage reduction's fully built up. Once that damage reduction's built up, he's able to survive super attacks from Cell Max and most difficult bosses. He's just able to hang in there and just look super, super good in doing it, right? He does give allies 1 key 30% defense, which can be pretty useful as well. The only thing we want to see is that Gamma 1 does also have a 70% chance of dodging bosses' unarmed super attacks and countering with tremendous power. So that is the one last thing that we are going to want to see from Gamma 1 is this counter. I don't think his counter really amounts to too much, though, unfortunately. It's just something like, I feel like in the toughest situations, like, you're going to want nullifications, not counters. So this is where Gamma 2 actually wins out in the end, because Gamma 2 has a nullification. It's only a 50% chance compared to Gamma 1's 70%, but I'll take what Gamma 2 has every day over what Gamma 1 has, right? A 50% chance to nullify Ki Blast Supers is head and shoulders better, I think, than Gamma 1's 70% chance to counter unarmed super attacks, right? Because remember, against like Red Zone Broly, we would not be able to. So here we go, 720,000 defense. If Gamma 1 double supers, right? Because what are we getting every single time that we super attack right here? It's like we're getting like 200k defense, basically every time he supers, right? How much exactly are we getting? So every time we super attack, we're going to get 216k defense. So if we would double super, Gamma 1 will be over 1,000,000 defense with 50% damage reduction, right? Like, you just want to understand how just like unnatural the power is of these Gamma characters. Just absolutely stunningly ridiculous. Really impressive, right? Like, they're very strong. I found them to be very fun. Right, Gamma 1 and 2 are a great combo together. This video, I'm focusing more on Gamma 1. I'll give Gamma 2, you know, his sort of final wrap-up level 10 link 200% video as well. And then again, Gamma 1's SSR, I think, is actually pretty decent also, who I could definitely see using in a lot of, like, Red Zone type content. All right, let's see what Gamma 1 does right here. So Gamma 1 gives us a 10.6 million attack stat. And remember, after supering right here, he's over 900,000 defense with a 50% damage reduction. And then he double supers, 11 million. Right now, Gamma 1 has over 1,000,000 defense. Right now, he has 1,000,000 defense with 50% damage reduction. Just like stupid, right? Stupid unit. Ridiculous. And then he gets the 30% chance to crit for the rest of the fight after he takes the 5 hits too. Like, he's just insane. Like, you could see, right? If you have eyeballs, you can understand how busted, I mean, Gamma 1 and 2 are, right? It's just very obvious. They're ridiculous beyond belief. Let's finish up. I do want to get the dodge for Gamma 1, and then I think we can finish up here. But, I mean, as you guys can see, these two are just, like, it's crazy. Gamma 1, I think, is definitely the strongest TUR. If I had to rank it right now, I think LR Vegeta and Trunks is the best unit in the game. I think Carnival LR Super Saiyan Goku, I'd put number 2. I think Final Form Cooler, I would actually place at 3. I think I would have, like, Gamma 1 and 2 are after that. Like, I think Gamma 1 is the 4th best unit in the game, I would probably say. It's crazy. I don't know, like, Gamma 1, maybe you could talk me into him being above Cooler, too, since defense, it just always ends up being much better and more important than offense, but, whew, man, the Gammas are crazy, dude. There we go, guys. Here is Gamma 1's counter. Remember, it is a 70% chance to activate if the enemy is using an unarmed super attack. So, really not that good, since I really wish if they were going to restrict it to a certain typing of super attack, I think that it should be a nullification always, right? But if they're not going to restrict it to a certain typing, then make it the counter, right? Because it being like a counter to a specific type of enemy attack, I just feel like it's just going to be very uncommon you're going to be able to get that off, right? LR Fusion Zamasu also has one, and likewise, it can be very tricky to see it in action. So let me know what you guys think of Gamma 1. Again, I think his power, right, being able to put up, you know, the 10 million attack stats with 50% damage reduction. He has the guard for the first 4 turns. He is supporting. He is just a ridiculously busted character. He's leading the best category in the game. Movie heroes, it's just too much, right? They got a Carnival LR, a Dokkan Fest LR. Actually, movie heroes have had, what, basically 4 consecutive Dokkan Fests, right? Because we went from LR Goku and Vegeta into Kid Goku into Gamma 1 and 2. Movie heroes have had 4 consecutive Dokkan Fest exclusives, right? So when you're buffing one team that much, it's going to become the best team in the game. Movie Heroes right now, I think, is the best team in the game. I think Movie Heroes is even better than Bond of Parent and Child, because LR, AGL, Goku, and Vegeta, Gamma 1, Gamma 2 are not on Bond of Parent and Child, right? Huge, major options added to the team, right? You know, STR Piccolo is not on Bond of Parent and Child either, so Movie Hero is just ridiculous right now. Let me know what you guys think of Gamma 1. I think he is the best TUR in the game currently.